Personally speaking, I feel that my English teacher was influential when I was in elementary school. It was through her that I first learned about foreign language, especially English. From there, my interest in English emerged, and now I'm majoring in English in college. I remember my elementary school teachers always introduced vocabulary words during each English class. The other students and I were asked to imitate the words and state their meanings. Afterward, my teacher provides examples on the board on how to write simple sentences using the word. This gives me greater knowledge and retentions of English vocabulary. In conclusions, my English teacher in elementary school was very influential because it fostered my interest in English from an early age and became the basis for me to choose English as my major in college. The reading page announcements addressed the university policy of no longer providing free bus transportations between stop and campus and throughout the city. The university is replacing this policy with a $50 public transportation card for subway and bus. Renewable is master. The university hopes this will encourage students to utilize the system and connect with the local community. The man in the conversations had the idea. He started by saying that the new policy would make the trip to the DeWolf Science Center longer, as students would have to walk to the subway or bus stop, which would take 20 minutes. Secondly, the $50 card would not cover students' monthly transportation costs, forcing students to walk and eliminating interactions with locals. In conclusions, West men disagree with the new policy because it would inconvenience students and eliminate interactions with the local community. The lecture is about pictographs, which is simple picture that represents a word or idea. Pictographs are the earliest known form of writing, dating back to 3000 BC. Pictographs evolved independently in different parts of the world, initially representing concrete nouns, representing abstract concepts and phonetic sounds, eventually forming the basis for modern writing system. The professor on how pictographs evolved into modern letters, which are specific examples, such as A, which it originates from an ancient Egyptian pictographs describes a bull's head. Over time, the bull's head disappeared, transforming it into a triangle with two lines, representing hearts. Secondly, the professor explains the letter E, which originally describes stick figure of a praying person. The symbol changed over time, and part of the image disappeared, leaving three horizontal strokes as remnants of the praying figure's arms and head. In the conclusions, pictograms are an ancient writing system consisting of simple drawings that later developed into abstract and phonetic symbols. The example of the letters E representing a bull's head and E representing a praying person illustrate the simplifications of visual form into abstract symbol. In the lecture, the professor explains that technology is supposed to make life easier, but instead make it more difficult in various ways. First, the professor explains about electronic devices such as DVD and stereo TV, which each come with their own remote control. However, to overcome this problem, universal remotes were created, but using them takes a long time to program. Secondly, the professor described using the examples of cell phones that are made smaller to make them easier to carry. However, these phones make it more difficult for a user because the buttons on the phone are also small, making them difficult to press. In conclusions, the professor explained that the technology that is supposed to make life easier actually makes it more difficult, such as the many confusing remote controls and small cell phones that are difficult to us.